Turn off your television sets. Turn them off now. Turn them off right now. Turn them off and leave them off. Turn them off right in the middle of the sentence I'm speaking to you now. Turn them off.
We are back to execute Order 66. But no, seriously, we are back for another recap of Obi Wan. Courtney, you look like you're in distress.
I just saw that Katie Britt won the Republican seat in the Alabama U.S. Senate race, which means she's basically an Alabama senator now.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
Anyway. My face is justified.
Well, we have other senators to talk about. Well, future senators. But anyway,
that is an amazing segue.
I'm so good at segues. But yeah, we're back to talk about episode 5 of Obi Wan, and I'm not gonna lie, Courtney. I was going into this episode expecting a bit of filler, which I'm not gonna lie, it kind of was, but at the same time, the way they did it was like so
meaningful
smartly
filler.
done. Mm-hmm. Exactly. So, how are you feeling about this episode?
And there's some things I want to get into. Like there was a closure of someone's arc, and I think it was done so masterfully. My face was like basically the Martin Scorsese meme of like, this is cinema.
This is cinema.
No, I'm so serious. Like to me, I'm like it may not get considered because it's Star Wars. I'm like, this is like almost like the parallel. I'm like, I feel like this is almost like it might be considered for an Emmy. I don't know, that whole. You know what I'm talking about? With brother and sister? Yeah. I just thought that was masterfully done.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie, I didn't see
that was who directed this episode? I need to know.
It was Deborah Chow.
Okay, she did great.
Yeah, she did.
Like this,
and I was gonna say, I dropped in our group chat, like the way this episode was like written and constructed was very interesting as well, because because it jumps back and forth like timelines, but at the same time,
but it was so well
you get done. A parallel. Yeah, you get the parallel between the two stories.
The whole episode was parallels, and it was just so well done. Because sometimes when you're jumping back and forth,
right,
you have to be careful with it because then it can get choppy. Like this was like seamless. Like it was like two rivers flowing and converging, and I'm just like, this is beautiful storytelling. Take away the fact that it's Star Wars, like it was just beautiful storytelling, period.
Yeah, because I was going to say, we often go on rants about like all the shit that's wrong about Star Wars, but this is what's right. It shows that every single decision has ripples like years later. Every single decision. We get the payoff with the third sister, which we'll get to. And just the sparring match between Anakin and Obi Wan, like that had significance later. Like this episode was
just
this episode makes this show worth it. Like seriously,
and like it showed like development, and it's something I wasn't expecting to see. Because again, we either see just like little, cute Anakin, whatever, to bitch ass Anakin, to like becoming Darth Vader, to just OP Vader. Like that's the only phases that we see. So to see like some like actual strategic growth in Darth Vader as a character, like Darth Vader growing, like that was so intriguing and just something I never even thought that I wanted, but I thought that was brilliant. I'm like, is this how Anakin becomes less annoying?
Yeah, because the way Darth Vader is presented to us, and given like we've only seen him in like a limited fashion, like he's just a merciless killer, but the episode opens with him having a flashback. Like he's sitting there reflecting,
humanizing him.
Exactly, this very pivotal moment. Like he's remembering like a lesson that Obi-Wan was teaching him, and a lesson that will become important later in this episode. But yeah, the fact that he's like contemplating, like we never like seen Darth Vader just think, as weird as that sounds.
Because, again, he's, like, not just this OP, just, like, force beast. Like, he's also, like, a strategic military leader, et cetera, et cetera. So it's like very interesting to see him go because he's again like 28, 29 in this movie. So it's kind of really it's you. It kind of made me remember that like this is just a guy and is obviously a bad person, but a guy in his 20s. So I kind of love, and that's one reason too. I was glad to see. I think it was great to have Hayden Christensen back because, like, even though you only saw the helmet, it's like, yeah, that's Hayden Christensen, that's Anakin under there. So I think that was really important for them to be able to do.
Yeah, and you'll have to speak to this a little bit more than I did, but AJ's initial reaction was like, yeah, Hayden Christensen like definitely studied Clone Wars. But you could tell like in those scenes between like Ewan McGregor, like something changed. Like it was actually
because Hayden
like
Christensen
a more focused
did not
performance.
He did not bring prequels
anything.
Anakin. He brought Clone Wars Anakin. So that was really cool to see. And like that, I love that because it shows that he wants to, have this character be taken seriously. And he knows the weight, of playing Darth Vader. So I thought that was really great. Some growth for Hayden Christensen from improvising the worst scenes in the prequel. People, again, that needs to be known that was improv. Like the sand shit was improv.
Yeah. But at the same time, that's kind of,
I forgive you, Hayden Christensen. Now, like, I feel like he's redeemed himself a bit.
Yeah, because I was going to say,
don't go into like dialogue or screenwriting.
He only did as well as the material he was given and the direction he was given, but you can see that this had like a clear like perspective. Like, okay, this is what we want you to be for this return, and yeah, that scene with Obi-Wan, it just revealed like so much. Like even in the prequels, like we don't get that much like anything from his portrayal of Anakin.
There's
but
no like character, like actual like character arcs other than the romance. Like we see Anakin and Padme, and that's pretty much it. And Anakin and Palpatine, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Which is
But we didn't see Palpatine out here clapping cheeks. No one told us about that.
We did not.
But you know who I didn't forget? Whoa, almost dropped my mic. Because that's Disney trying to silence me. I will never forget Yaddle. Yaddle exists. Yeah. I'm a Yaddle truther.
Yeah, like Yaddle exists. It's almost like the
they literally
like the Bernstein effect. Yeah, it's like the Bernstein effect. Like Yaddle exists. Like we remember.
I had to explain that. One of my friends, it was a beautiful experience. Watched the entire franchise for the first time, and I had to explain that Yaddle exists because Yaddle scenes were cut. So now, like, I'm just gonna take it further, Disney. Until you bring Yaddle back, I'm just gonna assume that that's Grogu's mother. Yeah. It would make sense. It would make sense because that would be why Grogu was where he was.
See, I feel like that's
until Disney brings Yaddle back. Think about it.
Knowing Disney, we're probably going to get like some like over-explained like scientific explanation.
Yaddle,
like, oh,
Virgin Mary.
Well, no, not even that. That species like just inseminates like an egg. Like it's not like an actual sexual process. Kind of like actual frogs do or something like that. It's gonna be something ridiculous
like
because
frogs in a way.
Yeah, because no one wants to see no one wants to envision like Master Yoda out here smacking Yaddle cheeks. Like no one.
But they got Palpatine doing it.
Horny I am. Like no one wants to like no one.
I hope you know that audio is probably going to be used against you.
Like no one wants to know that exists. So yeah.
I can't believe you.
Like no one wants it. Yeah.
But no, I can't even make my point. to know. That's worse than my Sith dick tweet. I just want you to
It,
know that.
in
AJ
hindsight,
better not
yeah,
say
it's
a
on the
word
same
to me
level.
ever again. Anyway.
But yeah, let's get to into the episode because before I realized how good this episode was, like I was like, once again, familiar story beat. The rebels are trapped in this freaking cave, and the evil people are outside. It reminds me a lot of like the Last Jedi. I was like, okay, here we go again. But something very interesting happens because as third sisters are attempting to break in, Obi Wan kind of like figures her out, and I mean, honestly, did you like see that coming? Because I didn't.
I kind of did because
Oh, okay.
it's a very similar arc to a certain arc in Clone Wars.
Okay. Okay.
So, and I had a feeling that they were going to do something deep with this character to kind of redeem her in a way. And again, what we know about them is that they are, former Jedi. So
Mhm.
I'm like, I was like, I wonder if they're going to go this full arc, but they did. I thought it was really probably the best way they could have ended her arc, honestly. I think it was a full closure moment. I'm glad that we didn't have any like true idea until this episode, because then you really would have known she just would have been killed.
Mhm.
But I just think the parallels with the reveal was perfect.
Yeah. Because
And it again shows Darth Vader's like, I knew the whole time, because of course.
Yeah.
But how would he not know his daughter?
Look, let's for the sake of our minds, I feel
It
like
took
we have
me
to
out of
bury
it
that.
because I'm like, so he knows this person that he saw when she was a child, and he knew it was the same person, but he doesn't know his daughter's. You can't sense the midi-chlorians, my guy.
Look, I am allow me to enjoy this because I don't need to go into that because it's just like I'm going
It's
to
not
pull
their
at a thread
fault. It's not
and
the
it's going to
series'
unravel.
fault.
It's not.
This is
But
George Lucas's fault.
see, now I'm starting to think about it. Thanks.
See?
Like I'm starting to think about it now.
I had that realization as soon as I was like, wait a second. If he knew it from the start and he knew it was it's still a great episode. Like I said, it is not the fault of the series.
It's not. It's because the onus shouldn't be on them to like fix that like gaping plot hole.
I was talking about this with someone though, and they said, wouldn't it be neat if we did get like a somewhat of like another Leia series eventually that's either like her training to be a Jedi or something along the lines, and then it's revealed that secretly Darth Vader knew.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, he was like, "Yeah, my doofus
as an
son.
afterthought.
Yeah, my doofus son is the one I need to turn to the dark
But
side."
again, I want it to be the reasoning. It's like she's too much like Padme.
Yeah.
Like that again would be put. But anyway, like back to the episode. That's part of the episode because she was there the whole time. She gave me little Anakin vibes there then too, because again that goes like how clever that I liked that little callback with her to Anakin, because again Luke doesn't. It shouldn't be fair that Luke gets all the Anakin callbacks when again she's just as much his daughter too. But yeah, Ilaria Sand sacrificed herself.
Yeah.
Figured that was going to happen. It was in a good way. Liked that character. I need more Game of Thrones people that aren't Dave and Dan thriving in Star Wars. I want more.
but yeah, I really like because all right, so when the show started, like the very first scene of Obi-Wan, like we see Order 66 being executed, and you're like, okay, obviously this happens, but where the hell is it going? It comes back to this moment. So so Reva, third sister, is watching Anakin basically slay everyone, and then from that moment she was plotting her revenge, but she knew the only way to do it was to stay close. Also, let me give out a quick a quick rant of my own, really quick. It's funny how people who are right leaning don't realize like that Star Wars isn't really for you, because yeah, Order 66 itself is kind of like Crystal Knock. Like it's kind of like the mass
like
extermination of an
it couldn't
entire
be more obvious. But then again,
right.
we were talking in our group chat earlier where someone compared Darth Vader to Jesus. Yes.
Yeah.
And said it was a religious allegory. And what was the other one there that was like very dumb?
So like someone was like someone was like, yeah, if Star Wars is like the Vietnam War, then then the Republic
Then they're like,
has to
oh,
be
they were
the
like, but
United
then
States.
America would have to be the empire, and that's
Yeah.
bad. And
And
everyone's
like,
like, wasn't George Lucas in Vietnam? Or no, he
So-
wasn't. Like he was a he. I thought he was a veteran.
so yeah, hold on, let me I have to make sure I get this right. I think it's Brian De Palma before I tell the story.
No, Star Wars was like not that long after Vietnam, so he couldn't have been. But it's like
Yeah.
almost
Okay, I have it. So
Okay.
George, there was like a basically of like troop of like young directors, George Lucas, Francis Ford Coppola, Steven Spielberg. I can't remember the other one. I think it's Brian De Palma. So they all had the idea that they wanted to do a Vietnam movie from the perspective of the Viet Cong. So Francis Ford Coppola went on to do Apocalypse Now, which if you watch that is very anti-war. And George Lucas went on to do Star Wars, which is basically an outer space Vietnam War from the perspective of the Viet Cong. So
Mhm.
yeah,
like literally, and people just don't like it. Just goes over their heads. Like it is like the parallels are there. Like literally, there's like allusions to the Nazi regime that are very like. It's so on the. I thought it was so obvious on the head that you could barely call it like a, you know what I mean? But apparently, it's not clear enough.
like the Imperial March. Like, come on, like it's not like we're
Are
not
there
hiding
people that watch Star Wars and don't realize that Darth Vader's the bad guy?
it. I'm afraid so. Yes.
They're like, hell yeah, dude.
I'm like, yeah, man, like force choke me, yeah.
But anyway, yeah, like Star Wars, if you're on the right, Star Wars is not for you. It never was for you.
No.
It never will be for you.
Very, very few things are for you. Yeah. So
Anyway, that's
so
just
yeah,
mind blowing.
So basically, as Obi Wan is talking to Third Sister, he's like, "Hey, let's beat this motherfucker together, but like let's do it the right way." The good part is the excellent part is it goes back to that flashback of when Obi-Wan is sparring with Anakin, and Anakin is like just striking him. He's like about to like take him
He's
down,
like, admit defeat, and it's
and
just
Obi-Wan
like,
is like, yeah, like whoa, like it sometimes it's not about getting the hardest hit in or like even winning this way. It's about you can win in other ways. So so
like your
so
need for victory is
Yeah,
going to be your biggest
that's it.
downfall.
So this is like the pivotal moment of the episode because Anakin reflecting on this lets him know exactly how Obi-Wan is going to counterattack him. Beautiful. Like it is like really like
it
this
just
is
shows the growth too. Like the fact like that tells me that he doesn't like he hates Obi-Wan, but that tells me he respects him.
Mhm.
Like in the things that he's taught him. Because if you don't respect someone, you're not going to think about a lesson that they taught you.
Right.
So I just love that dynamic.
Like you could tell that he like although he is like the manifestation of the dark side, like you could tell that he really learned these lessons that Obi-Wan taught him. Like he really remembers that. Like and he didn't like
he took it
toss
to
it aside
heart.
like it's unimportant. Yeah, he thinks it's very important, and now he's about to use that. Like that was like such a Such a great
This is
moment.
cinema.
This is
Like it really was. Like that whole like 15 minutes is just to me. Like that's what I want Star Wars to be.
This is what it can be. It can be this.
I think like this is giving me so much more hope and excitement for where they're going narratively, I think.
Yeah.
This plot hole is gonna haunt me until the end of my days.
We have to ignore it. We have to ignore the plot hole.
It's a massive sinkhole.
But yeah,
bigger than a Birmingham pothole.
Oh shit, that's big. But much to your point, though, like I'm so glad that we're getting more of Leia because like she was running shit in this episode. Like he had to tell O'Shea Jr. like, hey, you trust me, right? Well, we're trust little Leia. She know what she's doing.
I loved that. And again, like I do feel like that was a bit of a callback to Anakin as well, because little mechanic boy, you know, like I just love that because again, she is just as much his child, and the whole original trilogy just like keeps ignoring that. It's almost like she's Luke's sister and Luke is Darth Vader's son, but not that she's Darth Vader's daughter.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
So this is kind of helping out with that. So I'm really excited for the last episode.
Me too. Like I dare I say, like I kind of want more based on like this episode, like because I feel like it's gonna have like an abrupt conclusion.
I have a feeling too. I just have a feeling they're gonna do that, and I think I would be happy if they did, honestly, because I think they should leave people wanting more of the story.
Yeah, I think so.
So I think we won't get it for a minute because we've got like the Mandalorian coming up, Ahsoka. But I would love to see maybe more of like adult Leia, like maybe Jedi training Leia, something to do with that.
Yeah, because that's actually a much more interesting story than the basically the orphan who had to come into the Force. Like we have Leia who actually
perfectly capable from the beginning.
Yeah, exactly.
Without the training, yeah.
Like she knows how to harness his power. She's been like, and then
like
I want to see her
like,
going to
wasn't
training.
there a statement in the sequels that almost about her being like just as powerful, if not maybe even a little bit more than Luke? I swear, I feel like that I don't know, maybe it's somewhere, but I feel like that's an huh?
So must I go on another Last Jedi rant again? So all right, so the part where they're aboard the ship and it explodes and like she like floats out the window, and people got on Ryan Johnson's ass about this, but he it was funny because he had a tweet where he just went to his bookshelf and opened it up, and it was like, yeah. And this is canon, by the way. It was like Princess Leia is force sensitive. In fact, she is one of the most powerful force sensitive beings in the Star Wars universe. Like, and he was like, so this is canon. This is canon. So yeah, I say that to say that she is indeed like very powerful, but the fact but getting to that into why she may have shut herself off from the Force or may have had to conceal that would actually be a very interesting story.
Yeah, that would be so interesting. And maybe like her parents were like,
yeah,
we're in Empire times, tone it down, and then maybe like if you don't use the Force, you kind of lose your connection to it.
Here we go. Writing another good story.
I'm like, telling you, Disney, we're so good.
Disney, you have this one for free. Yeah, have this one for free. Yeah.
But maybe put us in an episode.
But maybe, you know, yeah.
We can be like merchants or something. I don't know. But just put us in an episode. Like we're giving you, like that would be so good though. Like I would fully buy that. Like if you do not keep your connection with the Force, it can dry out.
Yeah, like almost like she had to like balance herself between like two worlds, but considering that she chose like this path, like basically through I guess what am I trying to say, like diplomacy and things of that nature. Like she eventually, like as she progressed through that, like she had to she eventually like I won't say like separated herself from the force, but it's almost like if you don't, like you say, if you don't use it, you lose it. So she became detached from. Yeah, like this, like that. That's such a good story.
And that would explain why she couldn't sense, that was her dad.
Yeah, yeah,
But I just want to, in my mind, it's almost canon in my mind that he knew. He had to have known.
yeah.
Like, how would you like be chasing your son all the way across this galaxy?
I would even be cool with him knowing that somewhere out there, like Luke has a sibling, but he just doesn't realize who it is, or something like that. Like something, like something. Like I,
But he knows
but
there's
the
two. He knows it's
yeah,
Luke,
he knows
but
there's two. Yeah,
and then maybe at that point where she's captivity, he kind of senses it,
yeah. He's like,
or he's like,
kinda,
"You remind me of," you know what I mean?
you remind me of somebody. Who your mama is?
If you can edit out Han shooting first,
Yeah,
you can edit in him being like, she's familiar or something. That's
yeah.
why, but we don't ever get like Darth Vader dialogue like that. We never
No,
get like an internal monologue, which would be kind of interested in a little bit of that. Not like a whole thing, but a little bit of that. Maybe in a novel.
mm-hmm.
It may already exist. I'm an idiot. That's the only media is like I have you're not getting me to read anymore. I'm almost 30. I'm sorry. I'm reading is I'll listen to an audiobook, but I would like maybe in a written format, like a little like short story thing of Darth Vader. I would be intrigued to know Vader's mind.
Yeah, like
If it's about sand, then I'm jumping out a window.
like we get like Darth Vader's journals published or something.
Then why wasn't he blowing up like all the sand planets? I don't.
Yeah.
He had to like blow up the tropical ones.
Yeah, what an asshole.
Right. Like there's only sand planets left, and you said you hated sand.
Oh shit, he blew up a tropical planet on Rogue One too.
Oh
Yeah. Yeah. What an asshole.
No one can vacation anymore.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, this episode was really well done. Great. Oh, we finally got what's his face? Because we thought Ice Cube was gonna be.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He did good. Good for him.
Yeah, he did good.
I just really now I feel like as a joke they've got to put Ice Cube in something now.
Yeah, like you have to.
I feel like they would. I feel like that's something Filoni would do as a joke.
Yeah.
But probably in Mandalorian or something.
Yeah, because Mandalorian is like the sandbox, so like that could totally happen in Mandalorian, and we just like, okay, that makes sense.
I just had the funniest thought, and I just keep writing them stuff. Like, did you ever see any of the "Are We There Yet" movies?
Yeah, yeah.
Like if we had him like in some like thing broken down the side of the road with some chick's kids, that would be hire me, Disney. Hire us.
like please,
Like this is good shit that I'm giving you for free.
Quality content.
It would be talked about on the internet.
Which is what they want. They're all about engagement.
Trending
so
topic.
Yeah.
This would be funny. Anyway.
So Courtney, to close out, what are you hoping for out of like the final episode? Like what do you?
I
what do you
honestly
want from
don't
this
know
last one?
because this one now I'm afraid because this one was so perfect.
Mm.
Like I'll have to watch it again, but I didn't see any flaw. I can't think of any flaws. There's nothing wrong with it. No acting, pacing, perfectly executed start to finish. Now I'm scared because it's you know what I mean. You want the energy for the final episode. Not saying they can't do it for both, but I do kind of want that blunt ending to make people want more from Leia's story. I want a solidified. This is how Leia and Obi-Wan's connection was built.
Mm.
I wish I didn't see Luke Skywalker at the end of this. Actually, that's the one flaw, is that I saw Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, that was... See, my brain even tried to let me forget. I don't want to see Luke Skywalker. This is Leia's story. So, like, maybe, like, a hint. I don't know. Maybe, like, they're twin. She's like, I know there's someone. I'll take that. But then, again, then we get into that weird scene in the prequels.
Yeah.
Not prequels, in the OG trilogies. They won't edit that one out, but they'll edit out Han shooting first.
Yeah. Ugh, yeah.
But anyway, I really just want to see. I don't know what I want to see, because this one was just so perfect. Other than maybe Darth Vader, like a hint, not like outright, maybe a hint of Darth Vader maybe having a subtle realization. The little head tot. Yeah, I would love that.
So in my mind, this is the only way this can end. Like, I don't feel like there's going to be a big stupid fight like all of these things
No, yeah,
have.
we've already got the fighting over with.
Like, it to me, it would be cool if this is like a dialogue heavy episode. Like, Obi-Wan finally makes his way to Anakin, and Anakin basically tells him like, yeah, like, live with your failure. But by the way, like, I'm gonna get Luke one day, and when I do, you will have failed twice. Like, or something,
Yeah, that's
something
the
along
thing.
those lines.
And maybe if he says, the next time I see you, I will kill you.
Yeah,
Because
something along those lines. Yeah. Like,
because
to me,
it'll be
like,
true.
that's such a exactly.
But maybe he even says something of like, I will leave Leia, but I'll have Luke.
Yeah.
That would help cause that.
But yeah, I am definitely like excited about like where this can go, because yeah, I like overall, like I had like a few nits to pick, but like nothing major. I've really enjoyed the series, so I'm very excited to see
It's
how
been
it
really
ends.
well done, and I was scared after the Boba Fett series. Who even the actor that plays him was like about it. So I want more stories like this, and less like Boba Fett. I want us to be intentional with our characters.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I will get violent if somehow Grogu shows up.
Oh no, absolutely not. Absolutely. But they will do it. They will do it. Do not put it past them.
But here's the thing, the timing.
The timing is there.
I was just so happy when we saw like the little kids that we didn't see like an infant. I was like, do not tell me we're gonna see a little Grogu. I don't want to see it.
Because I thought they were gonna do it, and I'm like,
I
I'm
really
so
did too.
glad
I
they
was
did
so
it. Yeah.
scared. I wonder if they thought about it and they're like, no.
Yeah, they thought about it. Of course they did.
I will get violent.
I want Grogu like out of here so bad. I want Grogu to be turned into a turn Grogu into like a green juice like.
Actually, I hope that
smoothie.
he turns to the dark side.
Yes.
I will just to deeply upset, and I hope he does something really bad.
Yeah.
To deeply upset. He's already contributed. He's already done a genocidal thing.
Yeah.
Which was eat a whole bunch of endangered eggs.
Endangered.
Yeah, they're endangered species. And he ate almost all the eggs. Remember?
Yeah.
He's not a good person.
It would not be anything for Grogu to like just like, oh, I'm going to kill this temple full of kids.
I want that so badly right now, as I want Darth Grogu.
Oh.
Because we don't see him anywhere else. Something has to happen to him.
Something happens to him. Yeah. because yeah, he's not like
Oh my god! If maybe he goes to his home planet and we think it's a happy ending, and then they blow it up. I'm about to get put on a watch list by Disney adults.
But no, that's what I need to see. That's what I need to see.
Oh, that's what I want to see next episode. Actually, it's just a premonition in the future.
but yeah, I think that's where we'll wrap up. Yeah, yeah.
It's Darth Jar Jar blowing up the planet.
Oh my god, full circle. It comes full circle.
He was like, it was supposed to be me, not him.
The chosen one.
I need someone to make this a meme video, please. I don't have the capabilities, but I need to see
this. It's perfect. It's perfect.
Disney, if you don't take my ideas seriously, I'm going somewhere else that will make this as a parody. This is a threat. Anyway, I don't want to see Luke Skywalker either.
We're gonna get a little Luke, like, so.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what I want to see. It's exactly what you said, and then he says he's gonna chase Luke. He'll leave Leia. There we go.
There we go. But yeah, I think that's where we'll stop the episode. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We will be back for the
visual in my
finale. Head. Yeah, and yeah, Darth Jar Jar is out there. Darth Jar Jar is out there.
It was supposed to be me, son, not him, son. Anyway, oh my god. Bye.
All right.